You are now tuned in to the GNWY podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another Generation Y podcast, and I'm super excited to announce whatever. Broke this chair again, so that's super dope. But I'm super excited to announce these two. I just found out that they're gonna be juniors. I thought they were older than that, so it's throwing me all the way off. So we got David and Kyron in the building with us right now.
Yeah. How's it going? What's up?
Yeah. That's the studio audience. By the way. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate y'all taking out time out of your day. How y'all handling the quarantine so far?
You want to go first? You got it. Basically, just trying to keep myself as productive as possible. You know, April hit, and that's when the motivation got lost. Yeah. But besides that, just hobbies, trying to play piano, trying to do a little bit of school, that's always hard to do, a little bit of school, but
mainly keys, yeah.
And then right now we're campaigning for our student council right now, so just trying to work on that art and trying to see what dope stuff I can come up with and all that.
That's what's up, man. What are you running for?
Public relations manager, PR manager,
Vote for David. Come on.
Please,
yes, sir.
He's
hold it down.
I got you.
He's gonna hold you down.
I got you.
Don't doubt him, okay?
Don't doubt.
What's up? Kyron, what you been up to?
I've been, like David said, trying to stay as productive as possible. I've been in different Zoom classes, not by choice. My mom has kind of been putting me in them, like algebra classes, economics, the usual, kind of like David trying to stay in school mode. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, there's kind of a disconnect because we still stay up till 3 watching Netflix. But,
Of course.
It is what it is. It's quarantine, so, yeah. But overall, just trying to stay, like David said, as productive, so,
You got your brand that you're trying to work on, right?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to start up my second clothing brand right now.
Second?
Yeah, so
okay.
I put the first one on hold for a little bit to start this one up. Yeah. Basically, I won't give too much, but, it's going to kind of surround creativity and the importance of it and, kind of promote it and foster it. So, yes, sir.
Coming out fall 2020.
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
I actually don't know. Is that the? Okay, never mind.
That's
Fall
the goal.
2020.
So keep that accountability.
Exactly.
So, I appreciate y'all wearing the drip for sure, okay?
Of course.
GNWY drip. Come on now.
When I first saw this shirt, man, I'm like, give me. That's
just
snatched it.
That's what's up. So y'all were a huge part in Double Wolf Dare Week, yeah?
Yes.
And it seems like everybody that we've had on the show so far has been a part of Double Wolf Dare Week in some way. So I want to go in like this whole process of like y'all went through. Was this your first year of Double Wolf Dare Week?
My first.
So yeah, this was his first, my second year.
Got you. That's what's up. So take us through this whole process of like Double Wolf Dare Week. So we've announced this a lot over this past couple interviews that we've had. Like it's a crazy week, and for people that are watching and you don't know what Double Wolf Dare Week is, it's nuts. Okay, these kids are going all over the school. They're going all over the city, just like raising money and working sun up to sundown, weekends, everything like that.
Especially weekends.
Yeah. So, like,
Especially weekends.
Everything that y'all were doing was like super respectable, and like we appreciate it obviously. But like even if it wasn't for Fight for the Forgotten or Generation Y, we would still be like, yo, these kids are nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, sir.
Take us through that whole process. Like, when did you start raising the money, and then like, how many events did you have to put together by yourself?
So we start. It's kind of complicated. We start a lot earlier than you would think. So December, because February is when the actual philanthropy week is,
right.
And for those of you that don't know, Double Wolf Dare Week is Santa Fe's annual philanthropy week. So we start in December by putting jars out, and then we kind of work our way up from there, contacting corporations, food nights, just different creative ways to earn money. And the week of, we like to do different dares and just find creative ways to reach our monetary goal. And, it's a lot of fun, and all while making memories and creating an impact on the community. So
I'll tell you what last year. So my freshman year, I wasn't on the council, so I wasn't during like in the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So here in Double Wolf Derrick, first of all, I'm a freshman. I knew what Double Wolf Derrick was, but I didn't know like how the week actually was.
Yeah.
But then experiencing the week and seeing all the craziness and madness, like I just saw this group of people sitting down on the floor, and I'm like, you're telling me this group of people put on all of this? And I was like, no way. And, you kind of like take it for granted because it's something, when something goes on annually, you're just like, oh, it's going to happen. But this past year, like being on the council, seeing the behind the scenes, contacting you guys constantly, getting up on the weekends, calling corporate businesses, doing all of that, it's like, wow, this is a lot of work. And all for 1 week. But I think like the crazy part about it is we're making people's high school memories. This is what they're gonna remember when they're older, when they're adults, and like it's some crazy work, no sleep, and you got to keep up with school. Some teachers lenient, some teachers, but you just take what you get, but we all make it work. We're a family, and it's like I think it's the best way to bring a whole community together, not just a school, like a whole community. But
definitely, and I think like even talking with Alex and then Jada as well is like. Every person that we've had so far on the podcast that was a part of Double Wolf Their Week, like had their own like personality that they brought to Double Wolf Their Week, and so like with you guys, like let me tell so Alex has got his videos that he's just popping out like crazy, and then Jada, she's just all sweet and stuff, but like you guys like held down the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like when everybody was like I don't know, especially during the Wolf Stock, right?
Yeah.
And, like there was people like dancing and stuff like that, but then like we were like, yo, David and Kyron, go get the crowd moving right now. And then y'all were just like on it, and there's no question that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It seems like y'all carried the spirit and like everything throughout that whole week, and it was just dope. And like you kind of gave like a new breath of fresh air whenever you came into the room. And David and Kyron were there, right? So what kind of spawns that inside of you to be able to like bring that attitude out in a crowd?
It's just first of all, like I always tell people, or people always tell us like we're always a duo or something.
That's why you wanted to come together.
Exactly. But it's kind of like my main personality, like I'm just an uptight, real chill person, and I'll just tell you like how it is, but I also love giving out advice, and I just love helping people. One-on-one is my strong suit, but just when it comes to like being out there, like that's my chance to like, all right, let me show them something they ain't never seen before, like, because I don't want to be put in a box, so when it's time for stuff like Wolfstar to get lit, I'm like, no questions asked, all the seriousness, all the stuff, but Kyron, my man, is so funny, so outgoing, so social, and in the classroom, we'll just be chilling on the opposite sides of the room, but we still know like it's, I don't know, it's just some type of friendship that we have where we're still cool with each other and we just click. And if something were to pop off, like any moment, like someone beeps something, it's like, all right, let's go, Kyron. Me and you get lit, do whatever. He'll do something weird, I'll do something weird. We just do something and put on a show. But I know, right?
Yeah, like there will be moments we had the same English class, and after we finish our work, of course. That class was fun. Yeah, shout out to Fifth Hour English.
Shout out to Fifth Hour.
There would be times where, like, he would be on the opposite side of the room, like he said, and I would be on the other side, and we would just start doing wild and out battles. So, like, different rap battles, just things like that, and we would kind of get everybody
in the classroom.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
different things like that, and so, like he said, I think we come as like a duo, and so we kind of balance each other out, and there have been times where I've needed his help, and he's been there to help me out, and there have been times, vice versa. So I think we kind of build each other up through that. So, when we're getting people hype and we're like, being that energy and bringing that energy to whatever it is, we kind of help each other out with that because we feel confident enough around each other to be ourselves. So, yeah. And
it's also like we respect how big of a influence we, even though I might not believe it myself, or we might not think we're that, people just come up to us and be like, wow, you guys like really just show me just if by being yourself, you can just break stereotypes and whatnot. So like we understand how individually we can go crazy, but like together there doesn't need to be no ego push. Just like, hold on, let's do something crazy together. Then you get your boy bands, then you get your Sandface Got Talent, then you get your Mr. D-Dub and stuff.
I do think that y'all won, to be honest.
Oh, Mr. D-Dub.
That's me though. So.
That's you.
I appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Of course. They should have just let me vote it, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should have been the judge.
The whole team.
No disrespect to Miss Oklahoma. No disrespect.
Just put me in next time.
Very, very sweet lady.
Not the fit though. But anyway, so like going back to Double Wolf Dairy, man, like so like even talking with Jada, she was saying that she kind of realized the meaning and the purpose and like once Wi-Fi night happened, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
she was like, wow, this is actually setting into like I'm understanding what this money's going to be going toward, and it kind of meant a lot to her a little bit more on a deeper level. And so for you two, like I was kind of wondering, like, I mean, yeah, you're super hype and everything like that, but there's like a deeper meaning why you wanted to, you know, become a leader, but then also like raise this money for a certain organization or a cause, right? Mm-hmm. And so like, was there a certain time within Double Wolf Dare Week or even like before that you like, you know what, I see what Fight for the Forgotten's doing. Oh, they're bringing on GNWY. Like I see what they're doing too. Like, is there a certain point that y'all were like, you know what, this is meaning a lot more to me than I thought it would. You know, than you previously started. You know.
Mm-hmm. That night, Wi-Fi, and like we met with you guys so much, and I went on your Instagram. I'm like, yo, these guys are cool, but I see like y'all take the whole hype atmosphere. That's what we kind of try to do. We kind of try to get like a crowd going, trying to be as hype as possible. But then you got them hooked, and then you get to share that message. And that's how it was. Like at the beginning, you know, you got the dancers going on, and you asked me and Kyron to go on stage, and like, you know, that's when that switch flipped just to go hype. But then after that, like watching all those videos, hearing like your spoken words type message and all that, you know, and like listening to all these videos of like people who have been bullied. It's about, hey, like we've all been there. We've all gone through that struggle. But if you just stay true to yourself, keep people around you and like keep looking forward to the next day and keep going, you can become different. And it's those experiences that make you different. That's what sets you apart. You know, a lot of people, you know, they talk about why don't they have the spotlight, and they, you know, they get called weird a lot. That's your spotlight. Are you gonna make them? Are you gonna give them a reason to, you know, criticize you more, or are you gonna take that, make it unique, make it like dope, make it cool, and then be like, you know what? Maybe I'm the one who's not weird enough to be as cool as he is. You know, we're all weird, but you know, like we're all weird, but the way we show and we express and like we own up to ourselves, that's what makes us different. That's what GNWY is about. That's what Wi-Fi was about. And like,
That's dope. That's dope.
Just kind of building on top of that, I think Wi-Fi night, that was incredible. But the thing that really got me to understand like the impact that we were making was, honestly, it was Final Assembly when we did we had people put up lights, right?
oh yeah.
And they were asking questions. They were like, if you've ever felt this type of way, then put your light up. And the amount of lights that I saw, it was like, I wasn't really expecting that. Like, I figured some people's lights would go up, but it was almost the whole gym. And I was like, you know, looking around, it was like, this isn't okay, you know, and it's a problem. And, you know, a lot of people are going through it. And I saw people hold up lights that I would never think are going through that or have ever dealt with bullying. And, you know, that was a really eye-opening moment for me because you never understand what people are going through. Mm-mm. So that's why it's good to kind of encourage people and, you know, be genuinely interested in people because you never know how you can impact someone's day and change their life. So,
that's real. Dang, okay. Words of wisdom. Sophomores, come on, right? Jeez. You're going
It's like that weird stage, like
this is a very awkward stage. We're like seniors, you know.
June Moores.
Kind of
in
between.
Like, yeah, that is super weird because like your whole second semester got cut off, right?
Yeah, that's bro.
Wild.
The crazy, like that's when I was really trying to
Who
connect
else
with
has gone
people.
through this, right?
I know, right?
No, but literally, Well, yeah, no.
Nobody.
It's just
I was literally like spring break. I was gonna come back. You know, I want to connect with as many people as I can. You know, trying to hang out with all the seniors before they leave, and then all of a sudden, nope.
Right.
Just take that away, and
they're
I'm just
gone.
no, you thought so.
I was just trying to come back and raise my grade. I was like, okay, I just need to get this up. But I mean, I got it
Are
up.
the Zoom calls helping?
Well, the grades are final, like the ones that my mom put me in to just for no reason. Yeah, no, they're helping. I like economics. Algebra 2 will just not ever. It'll never be my thing. SAT prep, I can bear it. It's just like 2 hours and a half, so my attention span kind of, it's pretty long. But I know she's doing it for the best. So.
Shout out to mom.
She's doing it for
shout out
the
to mom.
for the unnecessary classes. So you're dumb. So like was there any connection with any like certain person that whether it was on student council or even at the school that you like saw that was kind of like an eye-opening moment for them, that they were like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little more open about things that I'm going through. Because of this cause, because of double their week as well. Did you see anything or notice any student kind of going through that?
So many students,
Really?
so many students. And it was like a variety of them. I don't know if they want me to name drop them or something.
Yeah, we'll beep it out.
Yeah, but no, there were so many, and it's not the fact that like the students came. It's like me. What I thought I knew about them. I'm all about what he said. You don't know what kids going through on a day-to-day, and you can't judge a book by its cover. So you just don't know like how a thank you can make a kid's day while he's going like home to something rough. But then you see the people like, walk around the school. They're just so cool. Sports. You think they got it all, the attention, females, of course. But like, little do you know. They're going through so much, a lot of rough things at home, and they put up the best mask ever. Yeah. Like, they're the best actors. Why? Because that's the only way they know how to get through it, and they don't want anybody, to feel their pain. Yeah. So this past, D-Dub, seeing us, the whole council, just how committed we were to this and how much, they understood how, that we cared about them. Yeah. They made themselves vulnerable to come up to us to talk about any problems, to talk about any insecurities, and we just tell them the same thing y'all's message are, and the same things that we've been told. It's just at the end of the day, life is too short to care what people think. You're living for other people. You got to live for yourself and create the best future. And ever since then, that light thing that he was talking about, never will I try to put a judgment title on anyone ever again. So it was a big impact.
So there was one student in particular, and she was a part of the council, and I think you're gonna know who I'm talking about when I get in depth. But she lost her dad, and so she had to miss a few work days and a lot of school. And so this girl, she'd become one of my best friends, right? And so we were really close, and she's like the sweetest person you'll ever meet. Sweetest, funniest, and everything about her is just she's somebody you want to be around, right? And so, when I heard the news, when she had told me everything, I was like, how are you doing this? It's kind of like he said, people put up a mask, and it's like, I would have never guessed that she had gone through that. Yeah. And so that was really eye-opening for me. And, seeing her throughout the week, how I could tell it was a deeper level. It impacted her differently than it would impact somebody else. Yeah. And, that's when I kind of began to realize, the impact that you had, or that this message had, Generation Y and Fight for the Forgotten, on people. And, just seeing it through somebody that I knew and I had become really good friends with it was different, and that's something that can really touch your heart, because it's easy to look, on screen and be like, oh, this person's going through something, but you can't really relate to it, because you don't know that person personally, and it hasn't really happened to you. But when it's in your own backyard, it's really different, and it gets to it hits you differently in your heart.
Right.
So yeah.
It's definitely different whenever, especially somebody there's always that one person that says, I understand what you're going through, but they don't know what you're going through.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man. So I really, I know who you're talking about. So that's, yeah. So it is crazy. Especially just how she handled it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And handled herself.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And so anyway, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
Is there any last words that you would like to give to some either students or people out there that are listening, besides just, stay lit? So is there any last words that you could possibly share, either that's on your heart or your mind or anything like that?
Just go out and impact the world, man. Like, if you don't think you can do it, if you don't think you have the knowledge or the skill, or you're making excuses, like they're holding you back. Like, you can do it. Yeah. So just always believe that and be the best you possible. So
kind of what I said earlier, just like we look at being weird as a negative type of word, but if you look up the definition, being weird is just being different. And in order to stand out, in order to be unique, in order to be like the influencers of today, all of them are different in some way. So if someone were to call you that and they're trying to insult you, take that as the biggest compliment. Yeah. Work on whatever craft, work on anything you are doing, because one thing they can't take away is a hard work ethic and a passionate mind. And passion can take you such a long way. And if you have passion for something and like it's never ending, the sky is the limit for you. So anything's possible. Kevin Garnett, 2009 or something. 2009.
Vote for the man.
Also, Mom.
Oh.
Okay, I understand we're not 6 feet away, right? And I know, that was one of the requirements. So I just want to say sorry.
This will come out after quarantine lets up.
Yeah, so.
I appreciate y'all guys for real. Not only just about like your attitudes and everything and your hard work, obviously, but like legit, like there's something about people changing the atmosphere of a room. And for y'all to be able to do that and recognize that you're able to do that, like that's already a leadership quality in itself. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Appreciate you.
Where can they follow y'all at real quick?
Instagram, Dimand_24. That's DIMAND_24. And from there on, all my Snapchat will be there, and vote David for PR. Trying to put it out there, trying to hold it down for next year. So. Yeah.
My Instagram is Kyron C. Pollard, KYRON POLLARD. Oh, there's a C between the N and the P. My Snapchat is KPollard_33. My TikTok is Kyron Pollard.
Follow the TikTok.
TikTok famous.
If we
TikTok, forgot to say that.
And and vote Kyron for junior vice president.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And for everybody that is tuning in, this is a Generation Y podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woo!